And also too, I want to explain my song Time's Up, Ease Up, which is the bonus track on the Reflections EP.
Definitely you can support the sisters. Sisters, it's gonna change your life.
The bonus track is on SoundCloud. So because I didn't fully mix it,
go ahead and show some love. You know how we do.
You gotta listen to it on there. The rest of the tape is on the Spotify.
You sure? I want cherry and fruit chakra activation. Thank you. I'm gonna do the whole thing. I'll take a couple.
So basically, they didn't have my damn fun dip candy out.
I know, and you take the first one, of course.
Oh shit! I forgot.
Over there, because I couldn't do it today. It's cool, y'all. Sharing is caring, right? You gotta take care of you first before you feed another.
I was chucking it up for them. Make sure
no, exactly. So it's nice and sweet, okay?
So basically, you got extra back? I'm sure. It don't matter. It's fine. I just thought I'd let him.
You know what? It's on back here. Actually.
That bag, yeah, we got the thing for the camera.
What, you got the receipt? Just here. Put it in here.
Just put that on the floor. Okay. So anyways.
Back on target.
Time's Up, right? Is, it's supposed to be about, I don't know. So I got give me my shit because I don't got time for that right now.
No, I'm taking it out. So
I didn't need you to take it out.
Okay, girl.
Ain't nobody told you to freaking take it out.
Well, there you go. It's all there now, so you don't have to worry.
The first line of Time's Up. Just stop. Just leave it alone.
Okay.
It's I basically said, I don't think that I am the best. Well, that's the verse. Let me do the hook first. I hold 2 circle virtues, which currently I am right now, glasses. But 2 circle virtues, that's basically your imagination because it's connected to Pisces. But it could be the infinity symbol. But what it really is patience. Patience is a virtue. So I hold 2 circle virtues. I own tune sacred, very true. Time is up. Right? And then, so the concept behind that is literally patience is a virtue. But then there's going to be times where we run out of patience. That's where I'm like, time is up. That's when like you're just done with being patient after a while. And that's like a balance between the masculinity and infinity. It's the type of car
we know
that
what
I
you mean.
but the femininity side of everyone. It doesn't matter if you're a male or a female. Like the masculinity and the feminine aspects of the self, if it's balanced, you will know when it's time for you to be patient and persistent versus when it's time for you to make a swift decision. So that's basically what the hook part's about. I don't think that I am the best. I'm all over the place, a mess, but I still got my spirit guides. They protect over me.
That's for me, honey. You speaking for all of us collectively. Go ahead.
And then, I mean, not necessarily. It just depends if, like,
I resonate with it. And so many other people don't.
It depends on if you're
and some of the
not in tune. You could be in tune with spirit and you're not
following.
Everything's balanced between the lower self, the devil, and the higher self. People just a lot of times they think they're only in tune with one. Like a lot of religious people and stuff, they're like, oh, you know, somebody got pulled over by the popo in front of us. Y'all can't
exactly
see.
Now
But,
for synchronicity. But I swear you always say I attract the police, but I really don't. It just happens how it happens.
I didn't even say it.
I know.
But
there we are.
Basically, you know, I don't think that I am the best. I'm all over the place in a mess, but I still got my spirit guides to protect over me. Play phony under the pressure I don't need. So under the pressure, a lot of times we don't want, you gotta keep in mind, most of my music, I'm being sarcastic. I'm also making fun of a particular philosophy, people's philosophies. At the end of the day, you can't really have something without experiencing it, but a lot of people try to shortcut that. So it's just like a sarcasm, like, being under the pressure. Oh, no, I don't need that. I only want the expression. That's what we do in music a lot of the time, because music, we're using particular expressions, and it's good to express yourself in a phony manner in music. But what happens is a lot of people, they don't know how to filter their artistic abilities, and they end up like expressing themselves and phoniness in like the wrong areas. So it's like you just have a regular conversation with people and you can just sound phony. It's like, this is not music. This is a regular conversation in which you should actually sound like you have integrity or whatever. But that's the meaning, I guess, behind that line. Is just also too acknowledging that we're never really better than anyone or anything. We're just
competition with yourself,
Yeah, and we're really just trying to get better like every single day. It just goes back to like progression.
That's right.
And I really am like a very like messy person. I am not dirty. There's a big difference between being dirty and messy.
Okay,
like,
she's a good messy, and I am too.
The phone did phone.
And here we are.
So it's like, it's good to be balanced between, like, no one's perfect. Some people, they show that perfection and stuff, and at the end of the day, behind the scenes, something else could be messy. Like, their thoughts could be messy. You know what I'm saying? And so always remember that, like, everybody has like something everywhere. Some people's flaws are projected more forwardly, and some people's flaws are more hidden. And that's something that I'm learning, is like a lot of times it's okay to show like your flaws, because you help feel other people to be okay about it and work with it. And one of my flaws is I am a messy person. Like, I do a lot of stuff. Like, before I got here, I was just doing a jewelry order, like, and then I like dropped the package off and I ran out over here, and I'm like, I have like a bag of salt and vinegar chips. I'm like, oh no, I need a drink. And so then I got this like Smart Water, which is like a new Smart Water with watermelon mint, which I was saying is really, really good. But this damn water ain't got no damn sugar in it. I'm like, luckily I got this damn candy.
I was like, what you
but it's girl? Very, very fresh and natural tasting. But it's just like, literally, there's
no sugar.
No sugar, no fake sugars.
It's
like,
all authentic, honey. Let's take it down.
So, yeah. Under the pressure, like, a lot of people you don't want to be under the pressure. That's when things, you want to be under the pressure, but you don't. It needs to be balanced. So, and me, a lot of times I can go through a lot of anxiety, so I'm just like, I don't need that shit. And then, just the expression. A lot of my music, I have a very like anxious expression. People think that it's like a filter. No, that's me anxious. Yeah, I'm striving for, no. Like, that's me, that's nerves. That's not a filter. That's called nerves. I use it to my advantage. Let me put this shit in music. Because if I sound like that on the phone, what's wrong with her? Like, so, that's how it works. So then, just the expression, I own it. I'm the possessor, I phone in. So when you phone somebody, you call them. See, I'm just saying I'm calling in my spirit. It's very simple. So then the hook part comes up again. That I hold to circle virtue, I own to sacred to time is up. I hold to circle virtue, I own to sacred time. Sleeping in indecision is like a curse. Couldn't make a decision and now you heard. Looking for intuition like it's research. So that part, that's the bridge. I like to call that part the bridge. And basically that's like, there's, again, this is about balance. There's a time when there's a need for us to balance between needing to make a decision versus actually needing to, what they would say is, sleep on it. Because when it's time to like sleep on the decision, this is because there's a need for us to actually not rush. So there's a need for us to tap more into that divine feminine energy that's more patient, and maybe a mixture too with a masculine energy of analyzing. So using the mental skills to analyze things and make sure that you're making the right decision. But then there's not always a time for that. There's also a time for us to balance between just making a swift decision, because this is an opportunity and we could miss this opportunity based upon our neediness of needing to overanalyze things. And when you overanalyze things, we can look for flaws in anything, and that can make us not want to do something that could have been beneficial to our lives in some way. So it can be a curse sometimes when you just want to do something and you keep looking for reasons not to do it, and you keep going to sleep on that. And then sometimes what happens is people will have many of those situations happening in their lives. They keep sleeping on it. They keep sleeping on it. They keep sleeping on it. And then this is where people get sick. You keep sleeping on shit without actually making a flipping decision in your life. And so in the back of your mind, your subconscious is indecisiveness, and this will start to project out into the external world. So then that's the bridge. You can keep on praying, wishing, but you were, and remember it was worship. But I cut off the ship part because I don't know, try to do like a little censor like kind of effect on everything. I don't know. So anyways,
creativity flows to you.
It is one of those things, like, because the thing is, like, worshiping is weird.
Well, I don't. Everybody different.
Yeah, everything should be balanced. You should have like a belief system in your life, and you should like have like, you know, you should live by certain philosophies. But when you just straight up like worship certain things
all day, every day, you unbalanced.
It's just not always the best, because it can just leads to disappointment. And most things that people worship are people. Like, people don't really worship nothing.
Worship your goddamn self within. You'll be surprised.
You even disappoint your damn self.
Oh, absolutely.
We only have our own limits too. And then
if you stay limited,
it's all in your mind. But can you fight through the hurt?
Yes, you can.
So
absolutely.
A lot of times people will let you down. Situations will let you down.
Of course.
But are you willing to get back up? I mean,
are you willing to?
All my music
resilient?
literally says that. Even Selfish Ego Mind. I say fallen ego operates. Same thing. I say the same shit in all of my music in a different way. It's all about going through the ebbs and flows of life. You're going to have low times, and you're going to have times where things are going in your favor. And so, if nothing, you're not on my league, not on my earth. So, it's just like, since I've learned how to like get through situations that have been difficult, people have let me down, but I still continue to do what I do. It's like, I wouldn't want to be with anyone who can't do like the same thing, whether it be like friendship, relationship, whatever it is. Like, I see a lot of people just get things, like, a lot of people just, it look like they just get things to them, like, and they don't really work too hard. I'm just like, boo boo. Like, you never,
alright, boo boo.
You never even felt an ounce of pain. If I friggin' flick you in the cheek, you gonna cry.
You will fucking fall out. Crying for your mother. What the other candies at? Thank God. I'm sorry.
So,
what else candies? One, two. Okay, Elrin, thank you.
Can you keep trying without a compromising? As the next line, and that's like basically, you know, believe it or not, this is a lot different than people may think. When you're able to actually keep things going without support, that shows a lot of the time that this is something that you truly want, and you're not doing something for the wrong reasons. Because I notice when people do stuff for the wrong reasons, oftentimes they can't keep going, because there's too many ulterior motives behind what you're doing. And once something's not being fulfilled,
say that shit louder.
You end up not being able to continue doing whatever it is you're doing.
I know that.
So that's just like a trick for everyone. Like if you really, because sometimes we could really forget, like, do we really want to do what this is, like, because we can get manipulated by like our environment.
What's the intent behind me doing this? Like, what is my purpose in doing this?
Exactly. Like,
how is this gonna fulfill me?
And it really is okay sometimes to not know. Like
that's what I'm in right now. I don't know.
Like,
and I'm okay with that.
It's some people who make you feel like, well, I cannot you know what, you bitch, you don't know
I don't know shit. Exactly. I be telling bitch, I be like, girl, you don't know shit. Sit the fuck down in the corner.
If you
Sit down.
interact with people,
I don't know shit.
What you want to do and shit. And this is where astrology helps, numerology helps to remind you, oh shit, I am good at this stuff, and I do enjoy doing this stuff. And sometimes the stuff you're good at isn't always what you're supposed to be doing too.
Right.
So it's just interesting the way that works.
So I'm glad you brought that up. That's very prominent.
I'm telling you, it's a tool that I use that works. Like, I'd be like, listen, if people don't support me in this, and I still continue to do it, this is part of my purpose. Like, because I'm still doing it, which means like it's something I
don't matter if
do.
you got 1 follower or 1 million. You call and ordain to do this, and what's meant to happen will fall into place in due time.
It's true.
So just keep going on and prospering. You covered and protected.
It's true.
And you was selected, so go ahead and step in it.
It's true. And then eventually, it's like, you then have to know your limits, and you have to know, like, okay, I enjoy doing this, but I enjoy sleeping. Am I going to sleep all damn day?
Hell no.
Which technically today may seem like I did, but I didn't. I sleep the normal amount of hours. I just go to sleep late, but...
Me too.
But basically, like,
spiritual hours.
Eventually... then this goes back to the fellowship song where I say, like, the refunds, like, I'm extra paid, because that's basically about low power mode. What was that?
I don't know.
I'm telling you, she's having spiritual schizophrenia right now, yeah. Basically. Yo, I'm done with you. Leave her alone. What was I saying?
You was talking about you were talking about that exactly.
Oh, self-worth.
There we go.
So like, eventually you have to know
your purpose.
Although you enjoy doing something and you can continue doing it, you have to know your limit as to, okay, I enjoy doing this, I'm good at it, and now I deserve something like moolah, like accolades, like
energy exchange, right? All of that.
Compromise.
Right.
I've done it this long.
Now
I need to earn balance. Can you keep trying without a compromiser? That's what that part is. And then while you keep lying, I keep growing wiser. You know, audio illusions, whatever you hear. I'm telling you what the lyrics are, but y'all can choose whatever brilliant. You want. So it's like, while you keep trying, while you keep lying, I keep growing wiser. So that part is like, basically.
What does that mean? Why you keep lying? It's like weeds. Why it's like weeds, like in a garden. You know how it don't stop the flowers from growing. You can have weeds around you, but you still gonna keep growing. Like, I'm gonna pull them fucking weeds out, and I'm gonna still prosper because you're not gonna stop.
That's okay. I get what you're saying, but I meant like, I know. While you keep lying,
right? Weeds could be lying.
I keep growing wiser.
Yeah.
So I'm saying like, after a while, you're able to see when people are lying because you're a wise person. Like, so it's like,
okay, right.
You know, when somebody's like lying and you
can
like,
see through that shit. Like, bitch, really? Like, you let them keep going to see how far they will go. And you just be knowing in your mind, like, oh, this motherfucker take me for fool.
For like having wisdom and stuff. Yeah.
Oh,
who does that?
Goodness gracious.
And then I said, you ain't got no feelings, you need moisturizer.
My language is like
you ain't got no. That's just supposed to be a little punchline. Like, that's all. I was just trying to.
Yeah, you was going in like.
So it really is a deeper meaning behind it. But I was thinking of doing another video on that. But it's basically like, you know, while you keep you ain't got no feelings, you need moisturizer. That's it's like, if you're really not in tune with your divine feminine energy, you really cause dryness, and that's like causes inflammation. Like, that's why I really said like it's a deeper meaning behind that, and I don't really want to go over it too much in this video, but that's what it is. Like, a lot of us, we become detached too much from our own emotions and feelings in order to, you know, comply with this society, and we can really lose touch with ourselves, and we cause ourselves to become dry, like a flipping wall. Like, it's like nothing is going through you. You're just like
real talk.
So that's what can happen. I've experienced this sometimes where I'm like, I just feel like I wake up and I'm just like, whatever. Like, you don't even care about stuff, and it's like weird. But you know, working on your sacral chakra and getting back in touch with your emotions and feelings, that stuff helps her. You want one?
Thank you for sharing. Yeah, I'm working on the orange, so thank you, Spirit, for using her, because she would not share.
So, this is why I don't share, because she drops shit all the time.
Okay, stop talking shit. You drop stuff too. And here, I found it. Here, let the birds eat it.
Don't throw that out there.
They be fine. Something's gonna eat
birds
it.
Birds don't eat no goddamn.
They eat. I see birds eat throw up. Okay, they will eat anything. They're the vultures of the earth. Stop playing with me.
What the hell's a bird eating this big ass piece of candy?
Yeah, you be surprised what them beaks can do. Them beaks can cut through motherfucking wood.
They're gonna be like. They're gonna be hitting that shit for mad long.
Okay, get some sugar in your system. Sorry.
They keep billing when you don't have the funds. Past dealings only grow past your sums. This is literally just the exchange system. Anything that you put,
say that math has. I'm sorry. My hearing is delayed.
They keep. So
they keep.
You ain't got no feelings. You need much to write. Yeah, that's the next line. They keep billing when you don't have the funds. Past dealings only grow past these sums. So that part is like, basically. It's the naturally, whatever you invest yourself in, it's going to grow. Now it can grow in your favor, addition of moolah, or out of your favor. They're growing money. So it's like, that's basically, I feel like, how these things, like, a lot of time, like, can happen. It's like, whatever you invest in, that's why, like, Scorpio energy is about, like, investment.
You gotta invest, and it's gonna invest back in you, depending on how you water it and nurture that seed.
It's like, and you know, some people get lucky, things happen more internal and not so much externally, but in general, like anything, this is the stock market. You hope to invest in something, you hope for it to grow, but again, this goes back to everything goes up and everything goes down, and it's just the ebb and flow of life. And in general, like, you know, it's just life. Like, I just feel like anything that, like, I came up with specifically, I actually remember how I came up with this line. What was actually happening was, I was getting flipping charged, like, over and over again by Chase Bank. I have Chase. And basically,
me too, actually.
An example of this is simply like getting overdrafts.
Speak on that shit. I'm sorry, I got really.
You ever get an overdraft?
Keep charging, you ain't nothing in my account, bitch.
It makes no sense. This society, why would you keep charging me for something I clearly don't have? Like, I don't have any money, and you're charging me because I don't have money. This is how I came up. This was literally happening when I came up with that line. And I was able to,
that energy, like,
I was able to get through it, you know. But again, this goes back to communication, because I had to call Chase and tell them. I was like, a lot of people don't do this. They'll run away from it and open up an account someplace else.
Address the shit.
I said, let me call Chase, and I said, listen, I'm getting charged overdraft fees. I was like, listen, I'll put in the money that was missing, but I was like, there's no reason that I'm being charged fees over and over again. I was like, take that off, and the lady took it off. Like, they took off 3 of the overdraft fees out of like the 5 I had.
Oh, that's
and
dope.
Then I had to
excellent.
call. Then I had to call and send like some sort of thing to get the other 2 taken off too. And see, it just takes communication and explaining your situation for those things to stop. Or else you will just keep getting charged, and you can't keep running away from stuff all the time.
That's
you
right.
Can't, because it catches up to you.
Oh, wait.
Eventually, you get prevented from, you know, getting a mortgage or getting an apartment or opening up a credit card, because you keep escaping. Ooh, these goddamn candies stuck in my damn throat. Facts.
I dropped something. Don't mind me. good. Quench your thirst.
We got water energy.
So, and then the so then the next line that I was actually supposed to do, but I cut part of it off, is I'm lonely, it's not an issue, I don't need phony intentions.
Yes, speak on that. No phony intentions.
I see a vision, I go reap. So it's like, that's common sense. It's literally, I'm lonely, it's not an issue. Sometimes you gotta be okay with just being
alone, but by yourself, because that's all you got.
You can really go through phases in your life where people are just not being honest with you, and they have ulterior motives, and it's just not a good.
Okay.
When things like that is happening, it's just good to be to yourself at the time and recollect your thoughts, and
stay in that silence.
Then you can go back out and interact with people. And sometimes it's yourself. Sometimes you don't notice that you like ourselves, we have ulterior motives. Yeah, exactly. We can deceive ourselves, and we just need time with ourselves to just like, it's almost like just like, you ever see people just like crack their neck? Like sometimes you need to like spiritually crack your neck.
That's happened to me.
Get yourself back together. Like,
oh yeah, it's definitely worth it. You will be amazed by what you find within you. Some incredible shit.
That's what, that bonus song is.
I'm done, yeah. That was all I was saying. Have flow be. Whatever. We know it's the same thing. Okay. You definitely didn't share.
Give it back to me.
That's not orange. That's a whole nother color. Okay.
First of all,
ain't no first of all.
Check
you're
out the
wrong.
Synchronicity.
What?
When I just went to Walgreens because they open 24 hours, and I needed my damn smart water, and I got like this candy too. And when I was in there, this dude, a twin of hers, okay, who she don't even know, walked in there.
I saw him too, thinking it was her. The long dread. I'm like, this. He had
dreadlocks and a hat. Dude walks in there. I'm checking out at the cash register. Excuse me. He didn't look didn't sound anything like how he looked. You guys have Pampers? Pampers. And I'm just like, is this Tiyyah?
So you trying to say I talk like that?
Nigga,
so the energy was familiar.
Like a gay guy.
Okay, well, it depends. I absorb my environment, so I haven't been around, but yeah. So you saw my male masculine, so his probably name is fucking Amir or something.
It's her brother or something.
That was my brother Amir. You know what I'm saying? I saw him too.
Yeah, Pampers. And he comes back.
Pampers. Oh, he got kids and shit.